Good morning, children. Today I want to explain third problem from exercise 11.4. What is the third problem? In the following equations, find whether x comma y comma z etc. represent rational or irrational. Already I told what is a rational number. Any number which in the form of p by q is called a rational number. What is called irrational number? A number which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q is called irrational number. So first bit, if you take x square equal to 7. So what is here? X square equal to 7. So what is the square of a number which gives 7? They are asking that one. So here if you take x square equal to 7 means you can write x equal to root 7. X equal to root 7. So you are having one formula. If x square equal to y means x equal to, you can write as y power 1 by 2. This will be shift that means x equal to root y. So simply anybody asks you x square equal to y means you can write x equal to root y. This is the format. That means x equal to root 7. That is, under root 7 is a number is there which is not a perfect square. Therefore, we have root 7 is irrational. Root 7 is irrational. Whenever root 7 is irrational means, what is root 7 value? X. Hence, here x is irrational. Hence, here x is irrational number. X is irrational number. So, if x square equal to 7 means automatically you can write x equal to root 7. What is the formula here? Anybody asks you x square equal to y means we can say x equal to root y. That means 2 shifted. That means power shift will be reciprocal will be. 2 means 1 by 2 it will become. 3 means it will become 1 by 3. So here x square equal to 7 means automatically write x equal to root 7. Already we are having root 7 is irrational. That's why here x is an irrational number. X is an irrational number. If you take second problem, what you are having here second problem, y square equal to 16. Here we are having y square equal to 16. Now whenever y square, if square means you can write y equal to root 16. Y equal to root 16. Already I told formula. Y equal to root 16 square. If తీసేస్తే LHS లో స్క్వేర్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ స్క్వేర్ రూట్ పెట్టాలండి. Imply x equal to root 16 can be written as root 4 whole square or root of minus 4 whole square. Anything you write, root 4 whole square or root minus 4 whole square. That means you can write y equal to this and this cancel, 4 or minus 4 you will get. So 4 square means 16 or minus 4 whole square means 16. That implies y is equal to 4 or minus 4. So you know 4 is a rational number. That's why y is a rational. Y is a rational number. So here we conclude that y is a rational number. Again I am telling y square equal to 16. That means y equal to root 16. What is the square root of 16 means? You will get 4 or minus 4. So root and square cancel. You get 4 or minus 4. So y is a rational number here. If you take third problem here, what is the third problem? Z square equal to 0.02. Z square equal to 0.02. That means you know z square equal to 0.02 means z you are able to write z is equal to root of 0.02. That means z is equal root of 0.02 can be written as, if you remove decimal you get 2 by 100. That is 2 table 1 time 50 times. That implies z is equal to root of 1 by 50. That implies z is equal, you can write root 1 by root 50. Z is equal to root 1 by root 50. You know z is equal to, what is the square root of 1 means 1. Root 50 can be written as 25 into 2. If you do prime fraction 50 or like 5 into 5 into 2. So 50, 5 table 10 times, 5 table 2 times. That means you can write 5 square into 2. That implies z is equal to 1 by, this can be written as root 5 square into root 2. You know formula, root of AB is equal root A into root B. Root and square cancel. You will get z is equal 1 by 5 into root 2. Imply z is equal to 1 by 5 root 2. So root 2 is irrational number. So we get z is irrational number. Z is irrational. So z square equal to 0.02 means you can write z is equal root of 0.02, implies z is equal 2 by 100. If you do cancellation, you have to do prime addition for 15. Prime addition for 50 is 5 square into 2. That can be written as root 5 square into root 2. Root and square cancel. You will get z equal to 1 by 5 root 2. You are having root 2 is irrational. That's why this is also irrational number. Imply here z is an irrational number. If you want to go to fourth problem, what is the fourth problem they give here? So fourth problem is here. U square equal to 17 by 4. U square equal to 17 by 4. Automatically I told that u can be written as, if you remove square, you will get root of 17 by 4. That means you will get u equal to root 17 by root 4. That implies u equal to, this can be written as root 17. What is the square root of 4 means? 4 can be written as 2 square. That implies 200 square cancel. U equal to root 17 by 2. U equal to root 17 by 2. Therefore, root 17 is irrational. That's why root 17 by 2 is irrational. Therefore, we can conclude that U is irrational. U is irrational number. Like that, if you take fifth problem, what is the fifth problem here? W square equal to 27. So, fifth problem we are going to explain now. W square equal to 27. So W square equal to 27 implies, already you know, W square means if you write W is equal to what you'll get, root of 27. Implies W is equal 27, LCM is 3 table, 9 times 3 table, 3 times 3 table, 1 time. And the square root is there means you have to take pairs. That is, this can be written as 3 square into 3. This can be written as 3 square into 3. That implies W is equal root of 3 square into root of 3. Root of AB equal to root A into root B. So root and square cancel. You will get W is equal 3 into root 3. W is equal 3 into root 3 implies W equal to 3 root 3, because 3 into x means 3x. That implies 3 root 3. You know, root 3 is irrational. Therefore, W is irrational. W is irrational. Irrational. So, W got here irrational. If you explain same problem, 6th here, t power 4 equal to 256. T power 4 equal to 256 implies you can be written as t equal to, here 4 is there means you are able to write 256 whole power 1 by 4. 256 whole power 1 by 4. You are having formula here. If x power n is equal to y, anybody told that one, you will write x equal to y to the power 1 by n. So this is the formula. So e power 4, power of 4 at 1 by 4 avutundi. Reciprocal. If you interchange powers, n will become 1 by 4. Like that 4 will become 1 by 4. So implies t equal to, if you take LCM of 256, LCM of 256, what is LCM of 256? 2 table 128 times, 2 table 64 times, 2 table 32 times, 2 table 16 times, 2 table 8 times, 2 table 4 times, 2 table 2 times, 2 table 1 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means 256 can be written as 2 power 8 whole power 1 by 4. That implies T is equal, this can be written as 8 into 1 by 4. So 4 table 2 times. That implies T equal to 2 square you will get. That implies T equal to 4 you will get. T equal to 4. Therefore, T is a 4 means rational. Therefore, T is rational number. T is rational. T is rational number. So, anybody, T power 4 is equal to 16 means you can write T as 256 whole power 1 by 4. This is the formula. X power n equal to y means x equal to y power 1 by 1. ఎప్పుడైనా పవర్ 4లోది ఎల్హెచ్ఎస్ నుంచి ఆర్హెచ్ఎస్ షిఫ్ట్ చేస్తే రెసిప్రోకల్ అవుతుంది. 4 will become 1 by 4, 5 will become 1 by 5, 3 will become 1 by 3, 7 will become 1 by 7, 2 by 3 will become 3 by 2. Like that, if you interchange power from LHS to RHS means you have to change, just you have to take reciprocals. That only I am telling by using formula. If x power n equal to y means you can write as x equal to y power 1 by n. So, by simplification, you are told that one either x, y, z are irrational or irrational. So, children, anybody asks you, I am again telling you what is a rational number means? A number which can be expressed in the form of p by q is called a rational number. A number which cannot be expressed in the form of a rational number is called an irrational number. In the form of p by q is called a rational number. So what is a irrational number means? A number which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q is called a irrational number. Already I told natural numbers denoted by n. So n are contained in w, whole number. Whole numbers are contained in integers. Integers are contained in rational numbers. So irrational numbers, that is denoted by s already told. So rational n is contained in w, w is contained in z, z is contained in q. So these are rational. So rational number. These are irrational number. The set of rationals and irrationals together are called real numbers. The set of rationals and irrationals are together are called real numbers. So anybody asks you what is the definition of real numbers means, what you can say real number means? So real number, the set of rationals and irrationals. So real numbers, the set of rational and irrationals are called real numbers, So rationals are denoted by q. So that's why simply then R is equal q union s. That means the set of rationals and irrationals are together are called real numbers, or R is equal real numbers q union q dash. So anybody you, definition of real number means the set of rationals and irrationals are called real number. Simply you can say R is equal q union s, or R is equal q union q dash. Q means rational, q means rationals, q dash or s means irrational numbers, irrationals. R means real numbers, R means real numbers. That is, rationals are denoted by q, irrationals are denoted by q dash or s, real numbers are denoted by r. So this is the process, this is the definition of the real numbers. Children, now I want to explain another new concept, that is rationalizing the denominator. So what is the rationalization? In name only itself is there, rationalization. That means we have to convert an irrational number into a rational number. We have to convert an irrational number to a rational number. So how you convert that one? That process is called rationalization. So today we are discussing about rationalize the denominator. We are able to do rationalizing denominator and also rationalizing numerator also. Here I want to explain rationalizing factor. Rationalizing factor simply termed as RF. Simply termed as RF. RF means rationalizing factor. The definition telling, if the product of two irrational numbers is a rational number, then each of the two is the rationalizing factor of the other. So if you multiply two irrational number, if you get a rational number, then we say that is a rationalizing factors to each other. For example, if you take example, root 2 into root 8. Root 2 into root 8 equal to root 16. That means root 16 equal to root 4 whole square. That is 4 you get. That means here multiplied both here root 2 and root 8, you get answer 4. That means root 2 is rationalizing factor of root 8. And also root 8 is rationalizing factor of root 2. So what is a rationalizing means? If you multiply two irrational numbers, then you get a rational number. Then we say that each of them is a rationalizing factor to other. Here root 2 into root 8 you multiplied here, you got answer here 4. That means rational number you got. That means root 2 is a rationalizing factor of root 8 and root 8 is rationalizing factor of root 2. If you take another example, root 3 into root 27. Root 3 into root 27. So this can be written as root of 3 into 27, that is root 81. Root 81 means 81 can be written as 9 square, that is 9. So if you multiply two irrational number, you are getting here a rational number. That's why you can say that root 3 is rationalizing factor of root 27. So root 3 is RF. RF means rationalizing factor. Root 3 is RF of root 27 or root 27 is RF of root 3. So RF means I am saying that one, that is a rationalizing factor. RF means rationalizing factor. Now we want to discuss some example here. Root 27. So root 1 by root 2. Here rationalizing the denominator, we are explaining concept here. So here denominator is root 2 is there. That means multiply both numerator and denominator by root 2. Why I am telling by multiplying? If I am able to do that one, if you multiply both numerator and denominator by root 2, you are able to convert into a rational number. That means 1 by root 2 means that can be written as root 2 by root 2. That is equal to 1 into root 2 by root 2 into root 2 can be written as root 2 whole square. That is root 2 cancel, you will get root 2 by 2. That means the denominator is converted into a rational number 2. This process is called a rationalizing the denominator. Rationalizing the denominator. So rationalization means, anybody asks you rationalize the denominator means, what you are multiplying the denominator, you have to multiply with numerator also. What you are multiplying the denominator with numerator also. So that's why multiply both numerator and denominator by root 2. Here we want to convert a denominator into a rational number. That means 1 by root 2 into root 2 by root 2 I multiplied. Same problem. if you take same problem 1 by root 2, again if you want to do like this, for suppose anybody asks you 1 by root 2, if here we want to rationalize the denominator, that means we have to convert a rational number into an irrational number into a rational number. Somebody multiply like this, for suppose anybody asks you 1 by root 2, if here we want to rationalize the denominator, that means we have to convert a rational number into an irrational number into a rational number. Somebody multiply like this, multiply both NR and DR by root 8. Somebody multiply by root 8. That means 1 by root 2 into, you have to multiply root 8 by root 8. That means 1 into root 8, root 8. Root of 2 into 8 means you have to multiply root 16. That is equal to, you have to write that root 8 by, what is the value of root 16 means? Root 4 whole square you can write. Root case cancel, root 8 by 4. That means here also the denominator is converted into a rational number. But here I multiplied with the root 8. So the rationalizing factor of the given rational number is not unique. In the sentence only I told. So first I multiplied with the root 2. That is convert. First I took root 2. Second I took root 8. Next another number you will get. If you take root 8, after that one you will get 32 also. Next like that 64, everything. All these are rationalizing factors. But you have to take first any one, smallest one you have to take. If you do root 8 also no problem. Root 32 also no problem. Root 64 also no problem. But what you have to take here, anyway, rationalizing factor must be simplest form. ఉన్న వాటిల్లో సింప్లెస్ట్ చిన్నది తీసుకోవాలి ఇప్పుడు రేషనలైజింగ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ అంటే. దట్స్ వై ద రేషనలైజింగ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఆఫ్ ఎ గివెన్ ఇర్రేషనల్ నెంబర్ ఈజ్ నాట్ యూనిక్. రేషనలైజింగ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ అనేది చాలా ఉంటాయండి, ఓన్లీ నో నీడ్. బట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ద సింపుల్ వన్, దట్ మీన్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్ విచ్ ఈస్ ద స్మాలెస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్. దట్స్ వై I am taking here. Anybody asks you what is the rationalizing factor means, which is in the simplest means, you have to say root 2. So root 2, root 8, root 8, so many will get. But ultimately in examination you can do with the root 2 only. If you do root 8 also no problem, but you have to convert into simplest form. So what is the rationalizing means? Rationalizing process is nothing but to convert an irrational number into a rational numbers. That's why if the product of how you convert means you have to multiply one. So you have to consider the smallest one. So rationalize means, again I am telling, to convert an irrational number into a rational number. The for procedure how you convert means you have to multiply the rationalizing factor with the smallest factor so that the result will give rational number. That we consider as the rationalizing factor. The rationalizing factor to a rational number is not a unique. We are having so many, but you have to take smallest one. Now we are going to explain some examples using this one. So student, now I am explaining page number 20. Do this problem. Here we want to convert a irrational number into a rational number. That means we have to do rationalizing the denominator. If you observe what is the denominator you are having here, the denominator is root 3, 2 root 3. So here simply you have to do multiply both NR means numerator, and DR by root 3. ఎందుకంటే రూట్ 2, రూట్ 3, రూట్ 5 ఆల్రెడీ సింప్లెస్ట్ ఫామ్లోనే ఉన్నాయి. రూట్ 2కి రేషనలైజ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ రూట్ 2నే అవుతుందండి, రూట్ 3కి రూట్ 3నే అవుతుంది, రూట్ 5కి రూట్ 5 అవుతుంది, రూట్ 7కి రూట్ 7 అవుతుంది. దట్ మీన్స్ రూట్ 3 ఈజ్ ఎ ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్. దట్స్ వై సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు మల్టిప్లై 1 by root 3 into what you have done, root 3 by root 3. So that is how to multiply 1 into root 3 means 1 into root 3, root 3. This is 2 root 3 into root 3 denominators. So 1 into root 3 means root 3 by this is 2 into root 3 into root 3 means 3 whole square, root 3 whole square. Already yesterday I told root a whole square means a. That means root and square cancel. You will get root 3 by 2 into 3. That is equal to root 3 by 6. So that's why we converted the denominator which contains an irrational number into a rational number simply by multiplying root 3. Here also same. In second bit also, what is the denominator here? Root 5. Root 5 means 5 is a prime number. So what is the rationalizing factor of root 5? Root 5 only. That means you can multiply both NR and DR by root 5. So that means 3 by root 5 into root 5 by root 5. That is equal 3 into root 5. Root 5 into root 5 can be written as root 5 whole square. That is root cancel. You will get 3 root 5 by 5. That means the denominator root 5 is converted into 5. Now if you go to third bit, here root 8 is there. 8 not a prime number. That's why you have to do simplification. 8 2 table 4 times, 2 table 2 times, 2 table 1 time. That means 1 by root 8. Root lo undi kabatti em cheyali pairs lo rayali. That is 2 square into 2. That is 1 by root of 2 square into root 2. Root and square cancel is equal to 1 by 2 into root 2. 1 by 2 root 2. So denominator root 2 is there. That's why multiply both NR and DR by root 2. So you'll get 1 by 2 root 2 into root 2 by root 2. If you multiply both 1 into root 2 means root 2 by 2 root 2 into 2. 2 root 2 into 2 means 2 root 2 into, so root 2 into, so root 2 by 2 root 2 into root 2. That is root 2 by 2 into root 2 whole square. Root 2 into root 2, root 2 whole. This and this cancel. You will get root 2 by 2 2s are 4 you will get. So here you converted an irrational number into a rational number. So here 1 by root 2, 2 root 3 means you multiplied by root 3. Here 3 by root 5, you multiply by root 5. Here 1 by root 8, you multiply by root 2. Why we are multiplying means we are converting an irrational number into a rational number. That's why this root 3 is called rationalizing factor. This is also called rationalizing factor. This is here rationalizing factor. So by observing the problem, you are able to say rationalizing factor. 1 by 2 root 3 means then dento multiply cheyalandi to convert means root 3. So RF is equal, by seeing only you observe RF is equal to root 3. RF means rationalizing factor. In this problem, what is RF? RF is equal to root 5. So you have to rationalizing factor is equal to root 5. Here RF is equal to root 2. So దేన్నైతే కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తానని మనం వాడుతున్నామో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ రేషనలైజింగ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్. సో బై సీయింగ్ ఓన్లీ యూ ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు సే రేషనలైజింగ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద రేషనలైజింగ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఆఫ్ రూట్ 3 మీన్స్ రూట్ 3. హియర్ రూట్ 5, రూట్ 8కి రూట్ 2 వస్తుందండి. సో rationalizing means definitely you have to multiply both numerator and denominator. Both numerator and denominator you have to multiply. First problem, here denominator root 3. Root 3 means the rationalizing factor is root 3 because 3 is in simplest form. Let's simplify 3 prime number root 3. Here root 5. But here root 8 composite number కాబట్టి simplify చేసుకోవాలి. Simplify చేసుకుంటే you are able to automatically you get రూట్ 3 ఉంటే రేషనల్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ రూట్ 3 అవుతుందండి. ఇక్కడ రూట్ 5 ఉంటే రూట్ 5 అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ √8 ఉంటే √8 అవ్వదు. బికాజ్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ బికాజ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు కన్వర్ట్ ఇంటూ సింప్లెస్ట్ ఫామ్ బికాజ్ 8 ఈజ్ నాట్ ఏ ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్. దట్స్ వై యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ సింప్లెస్ట్ ఫామ్. ఆఫ్టర్ సింప్లెస్ట్ ఫామ్ you automatically get rationalizing factor. So this is the process, children, how to find rationalizing factor. So here only I took here monomial. Tomorrow I will take binomial. How you take, tomorrow I will explain how you do rationalizing factor, how you find rationalizing factor of the denominators of binomial. So today I explained only about rationalizing factor which contains only one term. So simply, what is the rationalizing factor of √2 means you can send √2 only. ఇంకా ఉంటాయి అంటే √2, √4, √8 చాలా ఉంటాయి. బట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ద స్మాలెస్ట్ సింప్లెస్ట్ ఫామ్. √2కి √2నే అవుతుంది, √3కి √3 అవుతుంది. ఇంకేమవుతుంది √3కి √27 కూడా అవుతుంది. కానీ √27, √8 చాలా అవుతుంది. కానీ వీ హ్యావ్ టు టెల్ ఓన్లీ సింప్లెస్ట్, స్మాలెస్ట్ అమాంగ్ ది ఆల్, స్మాలెస్ట్ అమాంగ్ ఆల్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్. సో √5కి √5 చెప్పండి, √7కి √7, √11కి √11. But like that √8 means 8 is not a prime number. So we have to do simplification. After doing simplification, automatically you get the rationalizing factor. So today class I explained about the rational factor, children. Tomorrow I will explain how to do rationalizing the denominator which contains two terms. Okay.